poo up, injuring that injury. Ooh. Does that make sense, guys? Or is that just me? Me and my little nub. That's my nub, don't you get it? Don't fake it out. Guys, I'm home and I'm so excited that I'm home. You have no idea how happy I am to be home. By the way, this is my holy fucking grail. Because got the rest of my fucking nails off without ripping the fuck out of my nail. So I'm so happy about that. Thank you. Thank you. My dad washed a bunch of towels and now they're on my bed. But shout out, guys. We're gonna be yapping a little bit, not a lot. Look what I got from Urgent Care though for my nail. She goes, for being such a good patient. I was like, thanks. Even though I was like passed out. I don't want this to be like a long stream, but I want to wait for people to get in. Should I put this on my wall? Would that be funny? Oh, hi Ari. We up talking about my nub. And I'm going to change my bandage of my little nub. First time seeing it since this morning. I also have the nail that came off. I'm covering it in case nobody wants to see it. Bro, I just got an ad. This is kind of homophobic, to be honest. That's a little homophobic. Let me take my first Band-Aid off. Because the first Band-Aid wasn't for anything other than to cover my little skin right there. And keep the medical... I'm really scared to take this off. I have to be honest. Like, taking it off every single time, it's really scary. I don't like it. Okay, hi. We're gonna be taking care of my nub and talking about my little nub today. I won't show it unless people want to see it. I also won't show the nail unless people want to see the nail because I have the nail. Because she was like, do you want us to throw away the nail or do you want it? And I was like, who the fuck do you think I am? I want it. And she was like, really? And I was like, yeah. Hello. So it's gonna go in my little box of injuries that is also with my my braces. Because when I got my braces off, they were like, do you want to keep them? And I said, yeah. So, yeah, this is my nail. So we're going to be changing. I'm going to be talking about it. I'm nervous to change it. I haven't seen it since this morning, and I was a little groggy because I had just woken up. It was like 5 in the morning, so I have to change it. But anyway, hi. How are you? It's been a little bit since I have streamed because I was on vacation, which was very fun up until yesterday around noon. So, you know, got to miss out on the fucking Monterey Bay Aquarium because of this, so, you know. We're a little bummed up in here. I'm playing Roblox. Fuck, I love Roblox. I would do anything to play Roblox right now, but alas, I have to go to bed because of my nub. Oh, I touched it. It hurt a lot. I touched it and it hurt a lot. Oh my god. Just in case anyone was wondering how it feels to touch it. Oh, it hurt so bad. Okay, before I wrap it up, do you want to see it? Some people have been interested in seeing it, others not. So, you want to see it? Okay. I won't get Twitch TOS for this, right? I don't think so. I'm not bleeding. This is my nail. There's nothing there. There's nothing there, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's bad. So we're gonna put it in a little Band-Aid. And we're gonna go off with our night. Gotta keep it bandaged for a couple days, and then it should start to scab over, and then I'll be okay. Hopefully. I'm gonna do what my mom did today, because she kind of did something fire. Her bandaging skills today were low-key fire, and I was like, oh. I kind of fucked with it, and she was like, that's kind of bad, and I was like, no, this is fucking awesome. Alright, we're nubbed up. We're nubbed up. Because I was wondering, we are nubbed up. I didn't put any Neosporin on it tonight because I want it to kind of dry out. Do you want to see the nail? Because now you've seen this, but do you want to see the nail? Also, do you want to see the drugs I take? Okay. Do you want to see it in the bag or out of the bag? Because it is in a biohazard bag. But, to be fair, is it really biohazard if it's me? Oh, God. Then I'll explain what happened out. Okay. So, this is my nail that was on my skin, and this is what they had to cut out. So, they had to cut my cuticle out, I'm going to be honest, so my fingernail might grow back pretty funky. And if you look under it, you can kind of see my nail that tore off. My brother was very squeamish over this. I do think it's kind of cool. However, it does remind me of my pain. Like, damn, bitch. So that was probably all inside of me. No, so I'll explain what happened. For one, be careful with Glamnetic glue, because that's what I used for the first time ever. I used Glamnetic nail glue, and I was so excited because I heard really good things on this one TikToker I follow. She uses it, she makes her press-ons, and then uses the Glamnetic glue, and I was like, oh, this is amazing. So this is the pain medication I'm on. I'm on 800 Motrin and 2 Tylenol. Constantly. So let me take this real quick. Okay. I know, it is kind of ew. But listen. Alright, look at what I got from my doctor. She gave this to me. So, honestly, hashtag worth it. Yeah, so it's okay. It's fine. I know, she was very nice. So, I used Glamnetic glue for the first time ever, and I was so excited, and they had lasted my whole trip. I think I got there Thursday, so I did them Friday night. And yesterday, and I had kind of bumped them on some things, and I think that's what helped. It, had moved up a little bit, and I was like, it's fine, whatever, I'm gonna get home. It's gonna be fine. And we're in the road trip, and we're going down this Pacific coast. We're literally on the fucking edge of, the sea. So there's nothing to be found. And we're about an hour away from Santa Cruz. So we're in the middle of fuck nowhere. And my brother was sleeping, so I had wanted to move my leg up, but I couldn't move the pillow. So when I moved it, my finger went into the seat. Hi, Brett. I'm talking about my nub. I showed my nub earlier. It's been quite an adventure. Hi, Brett. I missed you. So, finger hit the seat. The nail went up. Ooh, is it good? And I kind of was like, oh, it's just my fake nail. It's fine. And then I lifted it a little bit, and I was like, that's fine. And I touched it, and I was like, that is my whole nail. My whole nail is gone. Thank you. I missed my room. I missed you, Brad. We're gonna have to game soon. Even though I leave for VidCon soon. I have to game before then. So I was like, oh shit. And so I told my mom, and I was trying to be a big girl, and I was like, no, it's fine. And then I started sobbing. That's my whole nail. Yeah, and I'm in the back seat, and I'm like, and I'm trying to stay really calm. I'm trying to stay so calm. And I go, Mom, I just ripped my nail off. And she was like, oh, you're fake nail. I was like, no. My whole nail. And it's like just enough that the glue was to the cuticle so it wouldn't come off the cuticle. Hey, so fuck you, Maggie. Actually give me that birthday Jackson poster. I bought it off eBay. My dad bought it off eBay. They got it from Comic-Con. Isn't it cool though? I know, isn't it really cool? Because I wanted to get at Comic-Con. And then I was sad because I couldn't get it. So he bought it off eBay. One moment, chat. My mommy may walk in. I'll tell her you said hi. She's in the laundry room, so I don't know. But she might come in and ask if I took drugs, so. She didn't walk in. I just told her I was going to bed, so I didn't know if she would or not. Anyway, yeah, so I was like... I did not miss. My brother caught it. Okay, but going down a rabbit hole looking for one horror YouTuber that I cannot find for the life of me. It's like making me crazy. I've been looking for weeks. Well, describe them to me. And no, I did not miss. These towels are in my room because my dad did the laundry because he was here watching the cats. And my brother needed one for a shower, but I did not miss. Anyway, I'm trying to be real cool. I was like, so... and my mom was like, what? And then I show it to her and she goes, oh my god. And then... she was not, like, nonchalant anymore. Like, I was, like... I'm, like, holding it. I'm like, no, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. And it's, like... you know, it's, like, mental. And it's, like, if you don't look at it, it can't hurt as bad, right? But then she said that. And all of a sudden, it hurt so much more than it did. And I was like, oh, my fucking god, oh, my god, oh, my god, oh, my god. So I'm, like, holding it. And I'm, like, I can't look. And I just start sobbing. And my mom and my grandma are trying to find a place to pull off the road. and they're missing, like, some of them are too steep or just, like, whatever. And I'm like, oh, for the god fucking sake, pull into the fucking ocean. I don't care. Just pull over somewhere, okay? We pulled over. I get a couple Band-Aids on. And... they're talking about if we should go to urgent care, and it's like, should we not? We couldn't find my like insurance, like the place I go, which I like have Kaiser, so it was kind of like, I'm in Southern California, most people have Kaiser, so it was kind of like, there's no Kaiser around, should we go? And then we find one, but we think it's too far, so we go to this urgent care, we go, and they go, yeah, lol, even though the internet said that, like, other urgent cares take Kaiser, we don't, so you have to go to Kaiser. So we had to hop on the fucking freeway and drive, like, 20 minutes to fucking Kaiser, and we get in, we're the only people in the urgent care. God fucking bless, because I'm trying to make it to Monterey, which is, like, an hour away from Santa Cruz-ish, to get to the fucking aquarium. All I want in this life was to go to I've been to the aquarium before, but I wanted that aquarium right now. It's been a long time since I've been. So I was like, bitch, I just want to go to the fucking aquarium. And then they tell us, yeah, so lol, actually, all of the doctors are on lunch right now. So they won't be able to help you till like 3:30. So this happened at noon. I was probably in there at 2. So it's been a little bit. Finally, I get in. And she's talking to me, and then I'm explaining, we take off the Band-Aid, we look at it, and she goes, okay, so we have 2 options. You can leave it on, and you can let it go out. And at that point, that was not an option. Looking back, that was still not an option. It would have hurt for a very long time, I think. The other option was to numb my finger and tear it off. I did not wait forever for this fucking urgent care to not get this shit off. So I go, numb me up, baby. So she goes, and she gets this fucking big of a needle that has like a little needle like this big. By the way, wait, let me read this. Stupid guy with a kind of deep voice and he had a beard and black hair, but also animated. But it's not Mr. Nightmare. I've already been told that, and it's not him. I feel like I'm in a fever dream. So no one this guy needs to be before videos. It's okay. You're gonna find him. I'll help you when I'm done. It was big. Okay, like that was the size of the shot, but the needle was probably like this big, right? It wasn't really big. So she's like, I got this tiny needle because it'll probably hurt less, but it's very possible it won't reach the nerve. So she goes in here and she goes in here. And I think I still have a little dot on this finger right there where it happened. And she puts in the numbing stuff. And let me tell you, when my fucking finger, like twice its fucking size. It was like this big. And I have to sit there and she's like, okay, it's gonna take a little bit to set in. And I was like, okay. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, oh my fucking God. And mind you, I've been on the road for like, this is like 3 p.m. No. Fucking after I had an IV once, that shit was there for fucking weeks and I was pissed the fuck off. I was like, oh my God. Not only is like, because I'm on medication, my medication is technically a blood thinner, so I'm fucking bleeding shit out of my fucking finger just from these 2 little pokes. So she's like, okay, we're gonna sit there, and I'm sitting with my hand on the table, and she comes back in, and it's numbed enough, so she gets it to it, and she's like, so the issue is that it's glued to the cuticle so bad that I'm gonna have to cut out the cuticle. So she does. And okay, if you've ever been in like a setting where you like know you're gonna kind of pass out, but you're like fighting it, you're like, no. Like, you're like, no, it's fine. So I'm sitting there and I'm like, it's getting hot in here, guys. And I'm wearing pants and I'm wearing a sweatshirt and like, whew. And I've had like no water. I've had like no food. Because I'm on the fucking road and I've been there for like fucking forever. I've had food, but I hadn't had a lot of water. I had a lot of hot chocolate, okay? I left at like 5 a.m. So she's like, are you okay? And I was like, yeah, like I'm fine. Like I'm fine. And then she gets done with it and she shows it to me and I'm like, okay. And I'm sitting there and I'm like this. And she's like, are you gonna pass out? And I was like, no, listen, I'm really, and I tell her, I'm like, I'm really good. The only time I've passed out in a medical setting was I was getting blood. I was donating blood. Like, I'm really good with blood. I'm not squeamish or anything. And she's like, I know, but sometimes it's like just this situation. I laid down and put a water bottle on my neck. I had to get 3 stitches removed. Brad, when I tell her, I said, I just need some water. And she looks at me and she's like, you're as wet as it goes. I'm going to lay you back and I'm going to go get you some water. And I said, okay. And I'm laying there and it's like kind of like the only thought that like, I don't know if this is for you, Brad, but I felt that way when I broke my ankle. Like, it was such a huge, like, crack, and it kind of, like, I don't, like, the adrenaline, I was like, and it just was like, your only thought is, don't pass out, don't pass out, don't pass out. And so I'm sitting there, and I'm like, just don't pass out. And my mom's trying to talk to me, I'm like, no, just, not right now. Don't pass out, but don't pass out. And I drink my water, and I get given this Little Mermaid. twin. And then she's like, okay, well, whenever you're ready, you can go. And the doctor came in and gave us a bunch of these Band-Aids and, like, medical ibuprofen and all the, or not ibuprofen, Neosporin, and we were on our way. And then we got to Monterey around 5, and I was still so numbed up until about 9 o'clock. And then I was in pain. So, and I'm still in pain. But she said it'll be like a couple days and it should start to scab over. And then, I don't know. After that, it says it could take up to 6 months to grow back fully. I'm gonna kill myself. I'm gonna jump off a cliff, actually. My ankles cracked so much. That's how I felt with my knee. Ooh, like, I can't even begin to describe the crack noise that my ankle made when I broke it. Oh my god, I was gonna, like, die. I heard it pop. It didn't even hurt, but I knew it happened. I literally sat there and was like, don't pass out, don't cry, it's fine. Nothing happened, we're fine. That is literally how I felt. Like, I was like, I remember, like, because I was on a hike with 2 friends, and all I could think of, don't pass out. I don't know how they're gonna get me out of here. Don't pass out. I don't want a fucking helicopter. Like, because I'm in, like, in a fucking mountain. I was like, don't pass out, you're fine. And eventually I get up and I sit down, my friend gives me a granola bar, and I'm just like, don't pass out. And when I felt good enough, I walked to the car. But, LOL. So that is my injury. I'm probably gonna go, and I'm gonna go to sleep, and I'm gonna put another Band-Aid on. I don't want a helicopter. Yeah, because I was joking the whole hike. I was like, if one of us, like, hurts something, like, we're gonna have to get helicoptered out, because it's, like, this giant fucking ravine. Well, like, you didn't have to climb down into the ravine, but the mountains, oh my god. I was like, dude, we're gonna have to get helicoptered out. And of course, then I'm the one that gets hurt, after I'm joking about it, being like, it's fine, going, like, lol, like, we're gonna have to get helicoptered out. Yeah, bitch. Wait, fuck me, did y'all bring a fucking first aid at all? No. Well, because it wasn't, like, ravine. It was literally, like, a small hike. But you had, like, the car did the down. Like, it wasn't, like, well, we would have had a first aid, but we took a different car than normal. Plus, like, it was no sign of broken. Like, it literally just looked like I fucking, like, twisted my ankle. With a nurse's office. Listen. I'm going to be honest. Even when I went to the fucking urgent care and pediatrics, they were like, it's just going to be a sprained ankle. Like a twisted sprained ankle, because it was just so swollen. And then they took an x-ray and they were like, lol, it's actually broken. They literally were like, I think it's sprained, but I'm going to get an x-ray just in case. Like, you know, it could always be like a horse in a zebra pen, you know. And then I get a fucking broken ankle, and they were like, oh, shit. And because they were just like, just how, oh. Dude, that goes crazy. Dude, fucking the first time I got an MRI was a couple years ago, because I had, like, it was a whole ordeal, okay? Listen, I am the healthcare child, because my senior year, I get on to, like, winter break, and the day after winter break starts, it's, like, 1 a.m. And I'm not feeling good, so I call one of my friends, it's an EMT, I'm like, hey, lol, I don't feel good. Like, do you think it's, like, my anxiety, or, like, what could this be? And they're like, honestly, it's probably your anxiety making it worse. I was like, okay, chilling. I'm not fucking dying. And then I'm on the phone with another friend after I go to the bathroom and I'm seeing, like, stars, and I'm like, okay, I'm just being fucking dramatic. It felt like this is gonna be, like, I either felt like I was gonna throw up or, like, shit myself. Like, that's how bad it was. Like, I was like, I need to either shit or throw up. My stomach hurt so bad. I was like, oh my god. Like, oh my god, right? And I get up and I see stars. I'm like, oh my god. And I'm on the phone with someone I know. And I walk in my room. Bonk, I'm on the floor, and they're on call, and I passed out, and then I wake up, and I go, LOL, I have to go, and I hang up, and I call my mom. I, like, text her, I'm like, Mom, can you please come in here? So she goes in and she's like, oh my God. And I explained to her and she's like, we need to go to the emergency room. And I was like, no, like, I'm fine. Let me take like a shower first. And she's like, no. And I was like, fuck, okay. So I go in like these sweatpants and this like tank top. No bra. Like, right? It's the middle of the fucking night. So we go to the ER. And by the time I get to the ER, I'm kind of feeling better. But because it's like my chest hurts, my stomach hurts, I passed out. They're like, okay. So they bring me in for blood tests. They bring me in for another test. And then I get a fucking MRI. And it's 2 a.m. And I'm terrified. And I'm delusional. And I literally am like laying there. And I'm like, okay. And then I'm like, it lasts like so long. And I was like, because like setting everything up. And I was like, and I'm the only fucking bitch in there, so I'm like, you know, talking with the guy. And it gets like 3 a.m. and I've been doing it, and I'm like, this is fucking crazy. This is crazy. And then I remembered texting my friend Cosmos, being like, LOL, I never want to be an astronaut if that's what it takes. And then I get called in and I get an IV. And I'm told I was severely dehydrated. And I've not had a problem since because I make sure I actually drink water. Okay, wait, let me read this. I'm also the healthcare child. I'm the only child to have racked up thousands of dollars worth of medical bills between sprained ankles, wrists, knees, and concussions. And she was like, no. I had to redo half of my MRI because of the muscle spasm in my leg because I didn't have a ligament intact in my leg. Oh, I realized that I'm definitely the healthcare child. I mean, between the, like, sprained wrists, the sprained ankles, I've broken an arm a couple times, I've broken my ankle a couple times, I tore off my fingernail, I bumped my head so much that I have a scar right here because I was like an infant, like, I literally was not even a year old yet, and I was like crawling around and bonked my head, and it cut my fucking forehead open. And all this stuff, and my brother he doesn't do much. Like, he's scared of needles, and that's about it. So. Okay, anyway, I'm gonna go to sleep, and I'm gonna go put this. Bro, please text me this story, because I do want to know, but I'm gonna go put another Band-Aid on this and go to bed, because I have been on the road since 5 a.m, and it's currently almost 10, so I'm gonna go to sleep. Alright, I love you guys. I'll be back probably tomorrow gaming. Hopefully, maybe. I need to clean my desk, but that's it. Alright, bye. Thank you for joining. Thank you for my story, and hope no one ever rips out their fingernail because this pain is quite imaginable. Okay, good night. I will, Brad. Alright, bye, guys. How do I end?